Wow, guys, Mel Gibson is responding to Trump's surprise announcement about his role in his administration. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss none of the new videos that I post. Get right to it.
Well, President-elect Trump has a plan to save Hollywood. He just appointed three big-name stars to be special envoys to Tinseltown to help boost business. Writing on Truth Social, quote, "It is my honor to announce Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone to be special ambassadors to a great but very troubled place, Hollywood, California. They will serve as special envoys to me for the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years to foreign countries, back, bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. These three very talented people will be my eyes and ears, and I will get done what they suggest. It will again be, like the United States of America itself, the golden age of Hollywood."
Guys, that is like the most good news we could have heard before January 20th because we're basically bringing back the 80s. I think now is the time we put a war on fentanyl, right? Mel Gibson, he's just incredibly humble. He's a straightforward guy, he doesn't tell lies. Like all these people he have around him are like masculine men, and that's the type of energy that Trump brings. A lot of bluntness, a lot of masculine energy to get stuff done. A lot of people don't agree with that, but hey, Americans, true patriots went out there and voted, and they pulled this one off, guys. January 20th, what we got, 4 days, 2 days now, 2 days. So let's keep going, guys. Wait for
So,
this.
Lisa, a lot of this would be accomplished, right, by not capitulating to the CCP's demands in terms of marketing. And we all saw when Top Gun 2 all of a sudden disappeared a Taiwan patch from Maverick's coat and the like, right? And also tailoring films to the Chinese audience. What do you think?
So Hollywood is probably the country's biggest propaganda reinforcer. So I think this move is crucial. And I'm going to give some credit to my friend Jesse Kelly, who's a radio host, and he has the sky is green theory. And so basically this theory goes as such. You have you have a politician come out and say, you know what, I know we've been saying the sky is blue, but it's actually green if you really look up. And then you have the government pushing out, research and science. The CDC issues guidelines. You have scientists going on TV and saying, oh, I have 1,900 PhDs. The sky is green. You have Hollywood going out and you see the sky is green in the backdrop of movies and on sets. You have athletes come out and say, oh, the sky is green, buy my favorite Nikes. Your kids would have to say the sky is green to get passed through grade school. And then by the end of it, half the country would believe the sky is green. And that's how the propaganda machine works. And I think that just summarizes it so succinctly. And Hollywood's the biggest reinforcer of that. So I think it's smart of President Trump to recognize this issue and to send some of those reinforcements to try to, push for change.
So,
Really quick, guys. This is something that is so major that it's going over a lot of people's heads. After Trump drains the swamp in DC, he's going to immediately drain the swamp in Hollywood. These actors, these producers that are taking advantage of people, he's draining the swamp and he's taking initiative and he's getting things done, guys. This is something we've been saying the whole entire time. No one wanted to take this man seriously. He won the election. Now no one's about to take him seriously the first week or two until they start seeing these illegals get deported. They start seeing the politicians in DC fall. This is what we need more of, guys. Let's keep going.
really, does this mean that Christian conservative actors will no longer be canceled and that those movies will shine bright too?
I certainly hope so. If I was a leftist in Hollywood, the first thing I'd do is, or anyone in Hollywood, because they all tend to be leftist, I'd bring in Sylvester Stallone, I'd bring in Mel Gibson, I'd bring in these people and say, what are we doing wrong? Because we look at the money that Disney lost in the wake of some of their woke decision making. You look at what happened to Bud Light, and then you look at Sound of Freedom, to your point,
Save the
Emily,
children.
which beat Indiana Jones. You look at things like Top Gun, which despite the faux pas you mentioned, did extraordinarily well. The movies doing well are the ones represented by the ideology of the folks on your screen. So bring them in, Hollywood. Don't laugh and keep doing the same thing that fails.
Todd, does this represent perhaps a geographical change as Hollywood, which has to succumb to California law, which is why most movies are made elsewhere? Perhaps Vegas, after Mark Wahlberg's example, might represent the new situs of a lot of these studios that, in fact, encourage actual business and actual non-cancellation culture.
Possibly. Send them to Vegas, send them to Texas. I think there's something completely different going on here. Military recruitment. Hear me out. Hollywood has often been the vehicle by which the U.S. government does its recruiting. Look at the individuals that Trump picked. Stallone, Rambo, Vietnam veteran.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson, the Patriot. These movies inspire a pride in one's country and make you want to fight for everything that is American. Recall that when the first Top Gun came out, it was so popular among young men and young women, they actually had recruiting booths in the theaters so that moviegoers could sign up for the military. This all goes hand in hand with Pete Hegseth's goal of raising military recruitment. I think there's something else at play here by the virtue of the individuals he picked. He didn't pick Vince Vaughn, my favorite actor. Vince Vaughn is arguably a conservative, right? He's out there, he's funny, but he's not a military, although he has been in some. He picked Rambo and The Patriot. That tells you something.
What a great.
And guys, here's the message that Mel Gibson left. It was pretty obvious that this guy is down to earth. He's extremely humble, and he just wants to get the stuff done. So here it is. You guys could read it, go over it, pause the video, whatever you need to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can get out of here.